Salam alaikum, Jaman. I have a few issues to address on Facebook today, and it's about TPP as a fraud and a scam. For some time now, I've been having messages on my inbox. I was then former operations at TPP. That is last year. And since from last year, I left Ghana. I left TPP before I left Ghana. And this is the issue why I left the TPP. Because most of us realize that TPP is a scam and a fraud. So we have to part ways with them. And I have no affiliation doing with TPP or nobody. I left Ghana. I stopped TPP before I left Ghana. So those of you inboxing me, Don, what's up? What is about? What is the TPP doing? Like, what's up? What's the TPP doing? What's going on? I'm no more with TPP because I realized TPP is a fraud and a scam. This is how the TPP was presented to me, so we could sell it to outside. That is A+ brought it. It brought the TPP in a way that TPP should be the third force in Ghana, because MPP and NDC look like they bully up the citizen. So if you can gather like 1,000 people, the mass, if you can gather 1,000 people, then we have voice in Ghana. So we move from one place to the other to gather people for the TPP project. And lo and behold, we had many people on board. And as we have many people on board, it got to come like, okay, we have voice now, so what next? And in TPP agenda, the thing is, which last year, that is election time, we should have at least some independent candidate contesting the big weak parties in Ghana. People trip in and out at the office to stand on the ticket of TPP. But lo and behold, A+10, anybody that 10 come to the office to be on the ticket of TPP, it turn each and everybody down. Like it has its own mindset of the TPP. Like it has its own agenda of TPP. So therefore, anybody that comes, I want to lobby on the TPP ticket. A+ does, see, you come to the office and walk and go back and forth, and nobody will mind you. People tripping and out to come to lobby for the TPP so they can stand as independent candidates. That is 2020, last year, before me leaving, before I left Ghana. Whenever they come, what A+ told them that, oh, okay, oh, we're going to put them on. It never works. A+ understanding of the TPP that he brought. He deliberately understand that oh God. He understand that the TPP funds from the donors is his personal money. And it shouldn't be like that. I move from one ghetto to the other to bring the masses so we can form the third force in Ghana. But TPP was a fraud and scam. We were all being scammed by one person. We were all being scammed and fraud by one person. We all follow the agenda of TPP because we know the TPP is coming for the people and for the masses as a third force in Ghana. But it wasn't like that. That it meant for the person who brought the TPP. It wasn't like that. he has his own interest of the TPP, and it has nothing to do with Ghana. A Plus has his own interest of doing TPP and has nothing to do with Ghana. I was the former operations at TPP before leaving Ghana, and I left TPP before leaving Ghana because we all realized TPP was a fraud and a scam. How can you tell we should mobilize the masses so we can be the third force? And when anybody want to come and lobby on the ticket of TPP, then you tell the person, no. Or the people will be coming there and walk up and down in the office and there's nothing's going to happen to them. All in the name of TPP. He's on social media telling people he will give jobs. A Plus is on social media telling people he will give jobs, blah 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 blah. See, anybody that will fall for it, you end up at his office and they will tell you to create an account and go insult anybody that insults him. So if you think you are doing a good thing, why will you let somebody come tell people that you give them job and you let them come and let them create accounts? Then anybody that will insult you, they should fight the person back. If you're pushing the Ghana agenda, why your self-interest for the first place? Because if TPP want to be the third force in Ghana and people want to lobby on the ticket of the TPP as independent candidates, and when they come, you turn them down. Go and come. Oh, go tomorrow, we'll fix it. Oh, don't work, tomorrow come. You don't have an agenda of the TPP at all. You have your own different agenda as you want to do your TPP as your own interest issue. So anybody that inboxing me, what is it about TPP? What's going on? I have nothing doing with TPP again. I left TPP before leaving Ghana. And I have no clue of doing or being part of TPP or among of TPP. Yeah, that is what happened. If you could let me go masses and organize people, then tell them this is the TPP dream. But TPP is there for the people. Whenever you have a problem, TPP will stand by you. Whenever you have problem, TPP will be there for you. And when somebody have problem, TPP is not there for the person. Or when something happened to the fellow and we call up on you, the leader, that this is what is happening here, then you turn we down that, oh, they should handle their case or I should go and handle them. Then you are not being fair with us, the vision you brought that we should carry out the TPP along. You're not being fair to anybody of us. And me, I work tireless. I work day and night, midnight to form the masses so they can venture and follow the TPP agenda. But for we to know it's fraud and scam. And I did some fucking job at TPP there. Our own guy, Hayford No More, has stand 2 times as parliamentary candidate in Kumasi at Amekom, I think so. This guy came last year to be on the TPP ticket to contest as independent. He's contesting Chairman Sabo. So the majority leader now in parliament is contesting that person. Hayford walk in and out of the office each and every day without no support of the TPP. Whenever Hayford come to the office, oh, Chairman, what happened? The A Plus will be, we go work out. Oh, don't worry. Hayford walk the office up and down like flies that has no home to stay. And it was turned down. So you see this disappointed NPP sympathizers, whenever they are disappointed and they come out, they form their own thing in their own interest, not in Ghana. So when they come on social media, come and put Kano on them and be lying like they are supporting the masses that is suffering. They are not supporting no masses in Ghana. They are for their own interest. See me I carry A+ go Kaswa. Me I carry A+ go Kaswa. Go show my gang over there. Go show my blood them. You know what A+ do? As he left with some business pertaining to land, so he can see my blood that led him to at Kaswa there. He went to another chief at the Kaswa there, so he can talk to them about land that he wanted. As for him going to the Kaswa there, God being so good, my blood was there. The other chief that I introduced to A+ at Kaswa, before anybody knows A+ or TPP at Kaswa, was at the chief place. It was like, don't. So if we the chief say we're doing TPP, and A+ can turn our back when there's business and go to another chief. Because it's through them that people know you at Kaswa. Like nobody knows you. Nobody even know TPP at Kaswa. But you could pass by them when there's business to go and lobby for another chief. So he went to meet my blood at the chief place. And my blood, that chief was mad. I don't want to mention his name. That day he left. My blood blocked A+. Akashi is the one I'm talking about now. He blocked A+. Because how can he support an agenda that is saying when there's work, it will be shared among the people within the party? But you passed by him and went to Kaswa to another chief to talk about land you want to buy for somebody and somebody. He blocked him. I was the same person to talk to that my blood to calm down with things. So I beg, those people inboxing me about TPP, I'm no more part of TPP. I left TPP. I left Ghana. I left TPP before leaving Ghana. I left TPP before leaving Ghana. Until now, I'm not affiliated with nothing of TPP. So please, anybody inboxing me, Don, what is it about TPP? What's going on? What's going to happen? I don't have no clue of no TPP. I don't have no clue of no TPP again. I don't do no TPP. Because we all realize the TPP was fraud and a scam. And there are some certain things, if you want to open up over here, people will be shocked. Because you can't tell me we should organize masses. When you organize the masses, this is the agenda. The agenda all turn around to turn your own self-interest. No. It doesn't happen like that. You stand on national television and tell a whole president that is dishonest. Meanwhile, you A+, you are not honest to anybody around you. Even the person that took you to Nima to show you these are my people, these are my people. You told these people he's not serious, they should leave him. The person that took A+ to Nima to do TPP, he told these people the guy is not serious, they should leave him. But it's the same person who lead you to Nima. And later when we organize people and he take videos, they go show the big people for the other parties. They tell them, say, oh, he didn't get these people, or he didn't get these people. They show them video. Whatever he gets over there. It's only him and God. Anything that they give A+ in the name of TPP, he will tell you is for him and not TPP. So when a person like that come to tell you, okay, let's form something called TPP, the People's Project, it's for the masses. and turn around as being the masses, turn around, come to tell another people that TPP is not a political party, it's a movement. But meanwhile, you say you're using a TPP to do a political party. You are standing on the ticket of TPP 2024 to stand as a presidential candidate. So were you using our mind or what? A plus understanding of TPP, that TPP funds from donors is his own personal money and not TPP. We brought boys, I brought boys for A plus, and he told them he's going to send them on a training to Dubai. And some of them was to be a bodyguard with him, and some of them was to be with him as personal people that they will work with him each and every time. And lo and behold, this guy took each and everybody passport, take a screenshot, and went to police headquarters. Go do these people as them being bodyguards. Ask something. But plus, why you do so? He say go do that for police station. So say they no go talk. Say they do vigilantism. So if the boys are bring to you, some they guide you, they go up and down. If you want, go register them as your bodyguard. Sit everybody down. Don't tell them to bring their passport. You let them travel abroad. Don't tell them to bring their passport. You let them travel abroad. They end up putting their name as bodyguards. Meanwhile, they are no bodyguard. They haven't had no training. But A plus went with each and everybody name. See, he will tell you, bring your passport. I'll help you travel. Any boy I bring around. So they all gave him the passport. Some send their passport copies to them. See, he did everybody like bodyguard. As I saw the thing, I questioned him. He told me he don't want they should tell we that we're doing vigilantism. I said, bro, but this doesn't add up. At least we should tell the people this is what is happening. Nobody had chance to even get a visa or travel nowhere. See, A plus has over 200 or 500 passports in its own office. That place is not embassy. But he will give you hope. You see, when A plus is working with you and doing TPP with you, and you see you have the masses, or you have people that you can bring influential on board, it will give you hope. Charlie, you go do this. I go do this for you. I go do this for you. See, nigga has no shit. Nigga has no shit. I'm telling you, bro. A plus has no shit. See, the only car me I know say A plus buy, it be Benz. Even that Benz self start to give them problem. Because of that Benz, if you start to give you problem like that, or in parts poor, see, if for ship in parts, make them take do one. So he sold it out to his best friend Hans. He's an estate developer. He sold that Benz to the friend in exchange of a land. He sold that Benz to a close friend in exchange of land. And it's up to now as I speak. The Benz hasn't working. The Benz is not even working. No place that the Benz is working. The guy too never give him the land. Because he say, oh, nah, this thing will be self-gain. Last year, we met Ibrahim Mahama. Me, A plus, Hans. Them so one other guy at Villaggio. As we met Ibrahim Mahama, he was like, oh, Baba, this Martin, we can't do final rally. So, you go feel help we. We Ibrahim Mahama business. Oh, so, where can you bring, ask you people to come? He said, we no get car. Within 30 minutes, Ibrahim Mahama bring them design juke black. Within 30 minutes. In the name of TPP, as the people will organize all way, take the video. We see that they show them the video. You see these people, I will take all, give your brother. I will take all, give your brother. Later, as I say, bro, but what happened? But the TPP, see, the mission, then the vision you say we do. It not be about you, the organize people, go give people. We say we for be the third force in Ghana. So say we go be the kingsmen who go put presidential on seat. So if you have over 1,000 people in Ghana, we have voice. If you have 1,000 people, if you mobilize 1,000 people for TPP in Ghana, we have voice. We can choose who to be president. And see what happened. Oh. He said if we mobilize people like 1,000, and we want to be the kinsmen who will bring any president on board. We will sit down with the people and sign an MOU, memorandum of understanding, with lawyers on the live video camera, on the live camera. So everybody will witness that TPP will sign an MOU with this political party or this political party. We rally behind them. And you know what happened? This thing so niggas said, it was all lies. See, the TPP was his own self-interest. His own self-interest and nobody else. That 1 million vote, he say, oh, if you gather people, we go get 1 million votes, then we have a say. We'll be the kinsmen. We will be the kinsmen. Who will tell whom to be the president of Ghana? That was last year, 2020. See, all this was fraud. It was a big scam. See, we never realized. See, the agenda of the TPP got to the extent that when somebody is calling me at back, like, oh no, this thing you doing, the guy, he package you guys all. See, I quarreled a whole of. See, I have a friend called Ishmael. He stood on Pago Sindum ticket at the last 4 years. He called me, don't. I know A+ more than you. See, this guy is just using you to get his people, then they on his own, then get his own self gains. I'm like, oh, different how you know him, different how I know him. I don't know him. What the guy said, oh, he told me, oh, was in. See, not even a single person was able to stand on the ticket of TPP to come as independent candidate to contest any sitting parliamentary candidate or even opposition parliamentary candidate last year. Anybody that turns to the office to come and lobby on the ticket of TPP, see, you will walk to the office up and down and nobody will tell you don't come again. When you ask him, bro, what is happening? These people are coming, they want to lobby on the ticket of TPP. So what is happening? He said, oh, leave them, I know what they do. No, you don't know me, I know what they do. I said, what did they do? See, I don't sleep. Oh, see, I work with A+ morning, afternoon, midnight. Sometimes I work alone to organize the masses to bring on board to form TPP. Do you know what I mean? See, I put my life under. See, everything about A+, it be like, it be format, it be packaging. If we bring the chiefs, if you want catch your attention, make you no go, nobody go talk, you go here. It gets some gold bar at the office, It go show you, tell you, say, you see this gold bar. See me, they go at Dubai, they come, they go, they come. It go do the business with you. You take your mind out though. It will show you gold bar. A+, it be pack. See, everything about A+ is packaging, and the TPP is packaging. He told these chiefs he has bought a house in London at the back of Wembley Stadium. Oh, he has bought a house in London at the back of Wembley Stadium. Meanwhile, he was renting. It was a rented place. Oh, he hasn't bought no house in London. Even where he lives in Ghana, no, it's a rented place. But he told people it was the former president of Liberia, Charles Taylor, that sold it to him. The former president of Liberia that sold the house he stays in in Ghana. Meanwhile, it is a rented place. See, nigga has a format of bringing the people to people, and he has his own agenda and self gains of how. Whenever you bring somebody close to him, that this person is influential, it takes the person number. Once a while you call him, oh, come to the office. Then give him, take this 100. Oh, take this 200 Ghana. Oh, call me. See, me, it make we fight plenty people. See, we go crush people,